Have you ever wondered how powerful it can be to simply forgive and forget? It's a question that might seem straightforward, but let's dive a bit deeper. We've all encountered situations where we've been wronged. It could be a minor slight or a major betrayal, and our first instinct is often to hold on to that pain, to let it fuel our resentment. But what if we chose a different path? What if we embraced forgiveness, not just as an act of compassion towards others, but as a gift to ourselves? And what if we took it a step further and decided to forget, not in the sense of erasing memories, but in the sense of releasing the heavy burdens they often carry? It's a concept that seems simple, yet its transformative power is immense. Imagine, just for a moment, the freedom that could come from truly forgiving and forgetting. Once upon a time, there was a man who embodied the essence of forgiveness. In the heart of a bustling city, there lived a man named Eli. Eli was not a king, a celebrity, or a superhero. He was an ordinary man with an extraordinary heart. He had a humble job as a school janitor, but his real work was in the hallways, classrooms, and hearts of the people he encountered every day. One day, Eli was falsely accused of stealing money from the school. Despite the lack of evidence, he was harshly judged and ridiculed. The man who had once been greeted with smiles and warm hellos was now met with suspicious glances and hushed whispers. The very community that he served turned against him, causing a deep pain that cut through his soul. But Eli, with a heart as vast as the ocean, made a choice that would define his character and reveal the greatness within him. He chose to forgive. He looked past the harsh words and the cold shoulders, and found it within himself to forgive those who had wronged him. He didn't allow the bitterness to consume him. Instead, he allowed forgiveness to cleanse him, to heal him. As Eli walked through the halls of the school, he held his head high, not with arrogance, but with the dignity of a man who had chosen love over hatred. He continued to sweep the floors, clean the classrooms, and serve his community with a heart full of forgiveness. He replaced the pain with compassion, the anger with understanding, and the resentment with love. But forgiveness was just the first step. Eli took it one step further. He chose to forget. He let go of the painful memories, the false accusations, and the hurtful words. He didn't dwell on the past or let it define him. He erased the slate of his heart, making room for new memories, new experiences, and new connections. The impact of Eli's actions was profound. His unwavering spirit touched the hearts of his community. His story of forgiveness began to spread, and slowly, the whispers in the hallways changed. The suspicion turned into respect, the ridicule into admiration. Eli became a living testament to the transformative power of forgiveness. His story taught his community, and all those who heard his tale, a valuable lesson. That forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but a testament of strength. It is not about forgetting the hurt, but remembering the love. It is about choosing compassion over contempt, understanding over anger, and love over hatred. Eli's story is not just a story of a great man, but a story of great humanity. It shows us that the power of forgiveness is not just about healing ourselves, but also about healing those around us. It is a tool that can mend broken hearts, bridge divides, and bring people together. And so, he showed the world that forgiveness is not just a virtue, but a power that can change lives. So, what makes forgiveness so powerful? Well, it's not just an act of mercy towards the person who wronged us. More than that, it's a way of liberating ourselves. Let's dive deeper. Psychologically, forgiveness is like a balm for our mental wounds. It allows us to heal from the hurt and the pain, letting go of the negative feelings that weigh us down. It's like freeing our minds from the chains of resentment and bitterness. It's a way of telling ourselves, it's okay, we can move on. Emotionally, forgiveness is a soothing lullaby for our hearts. It's a process of releasing the anger, the sadness, the disappointment, and the fear. It's about allowing ourselves to feel compassion, understanding, and empathy instead. It's about making peace with the past, and opening our hearts to the possibility of a brighter and happier future. Socially, forgiveness is a bridge that connects us with others. It's a way of saying, we are all human, we all make mistakes. It's about choosing to see the good in people, rather than focusing on their flaws. It's about understanding that we too might need forgiveness one day. It's about building stronger, healthier, and more meaningful relationships. And perhaps the most important aspect of forgiveness is its ability to free us from the past. It's about letting go of the things that we cannot change and focusing on the things that we can. It's about accepting that the past is gone, and that the future is a blank canvas waiting for us to paint our masterpiece. Forgiveness is not about forgetting the wrongs that were done to us, or pretending that they didn't hurt. It's about acknowledging the pain, understanding it, and then choosing to let it go. It's about choosing to rise above the hurt, the anger, and the resentment. It's about choosing love, understanding, and compassion instead. Indeed, forgiveness is a gift that we give not just to others but to ourselves as well. But what about forgetting? Isn't it just as important? When we speak of forgiveness, the notion of forgetting often follows closely behind. We've all heard the phrase forgive and forget, but what does it truly mean to forget? It's important to clarify that forgetting doesn't mean erasing memories. Our experiences, both good and bad, shape us into who we are. They are integral parts of our identity and our personal growth. No, forgetting is not about scrubbing clean the slate of our past. It is in fact about disentangling ourselves from the emotional baggage that these memories might carry. It's about letting go of the bitterness, the resentment, the pain that clings to these memories like stubborn shadows. Imagine this, you're walking through life with a backpack filled with stones. Each stone represents a memory that causes you pain, resentment, or bitterness. With each step you take, the weight of this backpack pulls you down, slows your progress, and drains your energy. Now what if you could just take off this backpack? What if you could unload these stones one by one until your load is lighter, your steps are quicker, and your journey is easier? That, my friends, is the power of forgetting. It's about acknowledging your past, confronting the pain, and then making the conscious decision to let it go. It's about choosing to focus on the present and the future, rather than being chained to the past. It's about allowing yourself the freedom to move forward, unburdened and unencumbered. And remember, forgetting doesn't mean you're ignoring the lessons learned. Instead, you're choosing to cherish the wisdom gained from the experience, and then releasing the emotional burden it carries. It's about transforming your past into a source of strength, rather than a wellspring of pain. So let's embrace the power of forgetting. Let's allow ourselves the freedom to move forward, to grow, to evolve, and to become the best versions of ourselves that we can possibly be. After all, to forget is to truly set ourselves free from the chains of the past. Scene script. Are you ready to embrace the power of forgiveness and the freedom of forgetting? Let's take a moment to consider this. It's about adopting a mindset, a way of life that brings peace and growth. It's about letting go of the weight that holds us back. So how do we get there? Firstly, practice empathy. Put yourself in the shoes of others and try to understand their perspective. This doesn't mean you agree with their actions, but it helps in understanding why they acted the way they did. It's a step towards forgiveness. Secondly, remember that forgiveness is for you, not for them. It's about freeing your heart from resentment and anger, not about giving them a free pass. It's about choosing peace over bitterness. Thirdly, let time do its work. Healing takes time, and so does forgetting. Be patient with yourself. Don't rush the process. It's okay to take baby steps. Fourthly, cultivate gratitude. Find things to be grateful for every day. This shifts your focus from the past to the present, from bitterness to thankfulness. It's a key to happiness. Lastly, share your journey. You're not alone in this. By sharing your experiences, you not only help others, but also reinforce your own commitment to this path. You'll be surprised by the power of shared experiences. It's not easy, we know. It takes courage to forgive and forget. But remember, every journey begins with a single step. Start small, forgive a small mistake today. Tomorrow maybe you'll forgive a bigger one. Bit by bit, you'll find yourself lighter, happier, and stronger. So, are you ready to take that step? Are you ready to embrace a life of forgiveness and forgetting? It's a choice that's entirely yours to make. Remember, the best deed of a great person is to forgive and forget. It's your turn now.